This video is being shared as evidence of how the Russians successfully shot down a Storm Shadow stealth cruise missile. It shows 5 surface-to-air missiles being fired at an approaching Storm Shadow missile. And at the end of the video, the Storm Shadow missile hits the ground and explodes. Did the Russians finally bag the elusive Storm Shadow stealth cruise missile? Or did Anglo-French military technology win the day again, for Ukraine? Let's take a closer look. First, it is important to note that this video was censored to remove all identifiable features on the ground. All you can tell is that it happened somewhere with a flat terrain and some low buildings, possibly a Russian airfield. Secondly, there are already missile contrails in the sky when the video begins. This suggests that at least 2 longer-ranged missiles had already been fired earlier. According to the Russian military blogger who shared this video, the Storm Shadow missile malfunctioned and hit empty ground, after being targeted by excellent Russian missiles. He pointed out that the Storm Shadow missile still had its nose cone, which would have been ejected before hitting any target. It is true that the Storm Shadow missile will eject its nose cone on reaching the target zone. This is necessary to allow its infrared camera to locate the target. However, the Storm Shadow only ejects the front of its nose, and not the entire nose. It is impossible to tell from the video if the Storm Shadow missile still has its nose cone on, as it is simply too far away. What the video clearly shows is that the Storm Shadow missile was intact, and not damaged by the 5 to 7 Russian missiles sent to intercept it. It was also on a power dive, and you can hear its turbojet engine running. To avoid interception, the Storm Shadow missile always hugs the terrain at low altitude. It will only pop up and dive down when it reaches its target area. Whether it has its nose cone still on or not, this Storm Shadow has certainly reached its target area. As for the claim that the missile only hit empty ground, that's impossible to confirm as the Russians censored the video. The Storm Shadow missile could have been targeting a buried bunker, for example. After all, its broach warhead is designed to do just that. Based on what we can tell, this viral video is likely just another example of Russian propaganda. Instead of showing success, it really just demonstrates once again the poor performance of Russian air defense systems. For more information, please check out the link in the description below. Please support our work by subscribing to our channel and sponsoring us through the links below. Thank you.